All right, this is another episode of Tight and Muscle and Mind, but this episode was supposed to be the Monday wrap-up, but it's the Tuesday wrap-up, is it? No, this is, well, it can be the Tuesday wrap-up because you were here, Jen, but you were here last Friday, so you done so well last time that we've brought you back on.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know why, but anyway, everyone deserves a second chance. But guys, the reason we're doing this episode today, because we're talking about the Tight and Fit 40 resolution reboot, and this challenge, all the challenges this year are going to be that good. And the reason they're going to be that good is because the time and the effort we're putting into this challenge. We're learning so much from our existing challenges and our previous ones, but we're talking about the challenge every single day on how we can service our challenges and our members and our community. But the reason I got Jen here, because I want to tell you guys a story of why Jen came to Tight and Fitness. But I don't want to tell you the story. I want Jen to tell you the story.
Yeah.
Jen, can you go through the reasons why you came across and why you're so invested in these challenges this year?
Sure. So before I was here, I was actually also working on weight loss challenges, but I was working in the pharmaceutical industry. So I was programming for women nationwide who were using supplement shakes to achieve fat loss.
Yep.
Now, whilst they do have their place in the market, there are people who are really obese and can't get out of a chair, and I believe they can have the shake. What I discovered was that there's this huge nationwide shift in consumer behavior. No one wants to talk about weight loss. No one wants to talk about no one wants to be skinny. People want to be fit and healthy, and people don't just want the quick fix anymore. I think that people have become educated and they know that they need to make changes, long-term healthy habits to get real results. And that started, I guess that brought me here because I was working on these programs where I felt like when I was so passionate about good nutrition, good training with progressive overload and training for a specific goal and the whole mindset factor, I realized that my beliefs had shifted away from my companies because I no longer wanted to be promoting these shakes. I wanted to promote longevity. And my relationship with Julius, having known him previously, knowing that Titan Fitness was on this journey with these challenges, he said to me, "You've got to come and meet Mets." He's like, "I just know that you guys have something in common." And then, we caught up and I could see what you were doing, and I definitely just wanted to be a part of it.
The relationship's definitely come a long way, Alan, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember, it's hard when you meet someone new and you're trying to, go, am I saying the right things? I mean, I don't really care what I'm saying, but no, but I'm thinking, am I saying the right things to her to want this, to help the people? Am I going to get a person that's going to be so invested? And I mean, you showed me some of the things you were doing, and I was looking at it, and I go, she really knows what she's doing. But what I wanted to see was how much she'd be then invested when she got to see the people. Because in the previous company, you don't get to see anyone. You just put it out. You don't get to see the people. And obviously, when you came here, and then you go, "Oh, Mets, this person messaged me. I got this email. It really feels really good." And then I knew. I go, you're going to do some amazing things here. You're going to help a lot of people. And obviously, when I talk about adding people to the team, bringing you on, has had a massive impact on the rest of the team because we're making this massive now. And I've never seen the team this invested into helping more people. One thing I know for sure is, and why I know our challenges are going to beat anyone's, it's because I know our team's so good.
Yeah.
They really just want to help people. And, when you throw a couple of experienced people like yourself and Jules into the mix, we can showcase that now, and people can see what we really want to do. And I know from you, and talking to you, we talk every single day. We talk every single day on how much more value we can bring every single day.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of challenges wouldn't go that far when you've got a team like this and we care so much about it.
Yeah.
And you can see it in the book and what you've put in there, from the mindset to the progressive, training system, so you can overload in that area, and resetting.
I think the biggest thing for me, especially with Titan Fitness, is I like to say we're in the business of changing lives, and we talk about why we do everything. Everything in our book is explained, from why you choose to eat the certain foods, around which time and why, how that benefits you, and why you train a certain way. Like in this market, there's a lot of product. There's a lot of hard physical products, lots of big claims, you know, like lose weight now, get fit in 40 minutes. Like there's a lot of what and not enough of why. And I think that why we do what we do is at the forefront of everything we do, and it's so obvious in this challenge because we don't sell products, we sell a service, and that is our time, our 24/7 support, education and guidance. Like we want people to, you know, like today I sent an email out about the 4 principles of training so that people can learn how to train with specificity and, you know, reversibility and progressive overload as well. So these are things that if you're serious about health and fitness and making long-term changes, you should start to learn about, but no one else is teaching their market that. Instead, they're just saying, get fit, lose weight, get toned. But really, we're trying to take our people and our members on a journey with us. And really, this video is for them. Yeah. Like we came in this morning and I said, Jenna, I'm going to do a podcast, but I think we should do a podcast about the challenge. Like I think they should see this. And one thing I want to explain is, like, you know, we were talking before, you said, all girls think about is legs and booty. They're not thinking about the upper body. And when you talked about specificity and that it's in here and it's going to help them have a balanced physique. Yeah. And, you know, like one thing, like a lot of what's in the booklet, and remember when I looked at it and I said, Jen, that's what we do with the team. Yeah. And you said, Mets, this is the kind of things that I want to give them. And it's funny, what they're getting in this book is what we do as a team, as a culture, as what we're building here. Yeah. And what I want to, you know, tell our challengers and our future challengers is, you know, when you work in an environment like this, you get better by default working around good people. We challenge each other. And, you know, when people ask me, oh, I'll just do one challenge, well, you're not going to be in the environment. You've just left you've left the ship. Yeah. You're not on the ship anymore, right? So when you leave that environment, how can you become better when it's that environment that helps you get better? It's like if you're working here and everyone's getting better and growing, and you want to go out on your own, it's going to be a long, hard road, right? But it can work. Yeah. But it depends on the individual. But more than likely, the environment will create a better individual that creates a better version of themselves. And I think environment is so important, and it takes years to get it right. So you might do one 40-day challenge and feel great with your progress and leave, but in reality, we have that ongoing support. We're a bank of knowledge between all of us here. It's not just Jazz and I, it's yourself and the rest of the team. And we are always there, and we've got a member base that's so committed. But for our online consumer as well, we have that online community, that constant support. It's me that actually emails you. I sit here all day and write, you know, emails as well, so you can always reach out to us. And I think when you embark on a fitness journey with a specific goal, you are crazy if you think you're going to get there in just 40 days. Like, it's a massive journey, and once you learn one technique, there's something else that you can learn, and you do learn from your environment. And as you progress, you're going to start to leave your friends behind a little bit in terms of fitness ability, and that's where surrounding yourself with people who are more educated, a little bit more credible, and a little bit more motivated is going to get you the best results. Because unless people jump on the journey with you, you're already 40 days ahead of them, and then you're on the journey with us. And what we want to showcase to them as well is, like, and I want to share the stories of you guys as well as where you started here at TMAM Fitness and your progression, because it's almost the same, because we train, we do our mindset work, we do our goals, and then we also focus on how as team members, as leaders, we can bring our own people up. And it's the same thing in the challenge, right? Because we're creating the challenges so the people within the challenge bring the people up around them as well. And that's so important, having that group that will keep people in there accountable along with us. I mean, there's a saying that we all sort of say to each other here. It's something like, he who knows it all knows nothing, or something like that. And basically, even as qualified industry professionals, you've had 20 years of experience, we all come here with the open mind, knowing that we can learn something from someone that day. And even if you might have even as qualified trainers, there might be styles of training we shy away from. This morning I was boxing with Julius. I haven't boxed in 6 months, and it's just good to learn different techniques, learn different combos. It puts me out of my comfort zone, and the whole point of that is to show you that no matter how much you're learning along the way, there's always more to go, and that's why we do 7 challenges in 1 year, because it's really like a set. So the last one we had more hypertrophy training, only 3 weight days and 3 HIIT to get people in shape after Christmas. And this one's got 4 weighted days, only 2 cardio and just walks, or 1 HIIT session. And the whole point of this is to start building up total body strength, and we get people talking about intermittent fasting and different methods of eating so that they can start to find what works for them. And the whole point of that is, as the year goes by, they're always changing the stimulus, they're changing what they eat, they're changing how they train, they're reading and learning continuously, and it's really like this holistic development program.
It's a holistic approach.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a holistic approach.
So so there's many dimensions to it. It's not a one-dimensional challenge, and I think that's a key component people have to understand, that what we're trying to do is make sure that we help them control their outside environment by what we do here and how we help them control that, and the actions they got to take to make sure they make the right choices. Because a lot of the times, every time we do a podcast, or they listen to it, or they watch us, we're in their ear. And every time we do one of these podcasts or these videos or these emails, we're going to do it dependent on what the people need in the challenge. So this being the first of this kind of podcast, and I know the Friday ones are more specific, and maybe the Monday or the Wednesday one will be more about how we can help them develop in the challenge. Because I think we're lucky that we work in a team in a cultural environment where we're sharing videos and trying to continually get better ourselves. And we're lucky that we and this is the biggest thing, and this is what I say to everyone, is look at the relationships you can form in there, because this relationship that we have here is so important. Because the better and stronger our relationship is, the more discussions we're going to have about how to help one another improve.
Definitely. And in this particular challenge, Resolution Reboot, we have a segment or a section in there about evaluating your environment. So without giving too much away, one thing we talk about is just finding 3 people that motivate you, and 3 people who are a little bit more advanced than you, whether it's a progression in their career, stronger than you or fitter than you, and trying to spend more time with them. And that's where we are such a great resource, because you can come in here and be around us and people who are going to teach you something different. And I think it is evaluating your environment, knowing who's going to benefit you, and having 100%. That strength to control your interactions with the people who no longer serve your purpose. There are a lot of people who, whether it's a family member or your boss, who irritates you, and it's just managing those stresses a bit better.
That could be me. No, I'm just one of the team. But no, you're 100%. It's evaluating your group.
Yeah, definitely.
Auditing your group and asking yourself, and we're not saying take it down to ground zero.
No.
But you can limit your time. You can say to yourself, instead of spending so many hours, I'm going to spend this many hours.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's going to have a major effect on the outcome as well.
For me personally, I went through this a few years ago. So when I was 21, 22, and I really started to get into fitness and training and going to the gym on a Saturday morning, I all of a sudden wasn't going out on a Friday night. And whilst I still loved my friends and that group, I realized, because this was becoming an interest of mine, I was starting to distance myself from certain people, and not that the relationship had changed, but I was forming new relationships with people who motivated me to get up on a Saturday and motivated me to train harder or find out more or read another book or listen to another podcast. And I'm still in touch with my, my friendship group who I was with most before I started training. But at the same time, through my fitness, I've met some amazing people, and it's one of the reasons why I'm here. I made friends through fitness who have brought me the relationships I have now and the job I have now. So it's one of those things where like you said, we're not saying cut it down to ground zero, but be inspired by people around.
Look, if you
you.
want to, it's totally up to you. You can, but if you feel like that's going to be a problem, limit your time. Like limit your time. But if you go, you know what, I'm ready to go. That's it. I'm going to start a new life. I'm going to start a new group of friends that are like-minded. So be it. Yeah, you can go for it. But it's totally up to you. All we're doing is trying to give our people, our members, better tools to be able to deal with situations that were holding them back before.
And on that, when we say better tools, it's like we do encourage a lot of reading and
100%.
other podcasts, which we love. So
you might give them a whole lot of lists.
Of books.
You know
There's exactly.
Yeah,
There's
we'll
a
give
list
them-
in
we'll
some
give
of
them a list.
these of Metz's recommendations and books we've read, and it's one of those things where we know, like, we're not, you come to us to learn, but we learn from others as well, and we share that with you. If I listen to a really good podcast, I'll post it in the group, and people really enjoy that because some people still haven't even discovered the podcast app. So
well, what's lucky in our group is because we're sharing it so often. But that's what's going to be good for the people that do this challenge. But I think we're going to start. What I'll do is I'll start sharing a lot of the stuff that I listen to. I think we'll start sharing more with them as well. And I think the biggest thing is, when you belong to a group like this, you're becoming accountable to people that have helped more people than anyone else. So if we look at the Titan Fitness system already and what we've done, you're coming to a trusted brand of people that have already helped a lot of people. And I know from previous challenges, I know people that have stopped. They fall back, they put on weight and they feel down again, and then they come back. And most of the time, some of them don't come back. And the biggest reason is, why would you leave something that works for you?
Yeah, exactly. And like we said, it's the price of, if you're doing it online, it's less than the cost of a PT session a month.
We're going to actually, it's funny, we're going to save people money by making better choices.
Yeah, making people
We're actually going to save, it's actually going to cost them, they're going to save money in the end.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're going to save money because they're making better choices. They're eating more whole foods. And at the end of the day, they're going to feel so much better and more efficient that they'll probably go out and find a better job, be in a better environment where they earn more money anyway.
Yeah, I really do believe, and Julius and I sort of touched on this today, like a healthy body is a happy and productive body. And whether if you want to get technical, it's like if you're eating the right foods for gut health and a good mood, or working out to be energetic and proactive, you're going to get more out of life because you're going to be able to give more
100%.
to everything that you do.
100%. You're going to live on purpose. Your why's going to be better. Your whole life's going to be better. So if you don't do the challenge, I'm not going to be happy.
You can get a free sample of the 40-day resolution reboot. So if you go to titanfit40.com and just register there, we will email you a free sample of our challenge.
And really, guys, honestly, for what we're charging, it's pretty much for free. That's the truth. Like, I would recommend it to absolutely everyone that's in this place. I would recommend it to anyone, anywhere to do this, because the value they're going to get from the podcast, the videos, the testimonials, everything that we do is going to be super. It's going to be huge. And that's the biggest thing in life. If you're serving people and you're giving massive value, you'll do well in life. That's it.
Definitely.
It's as simple as that. So that's it, guys. This is Jen's second show, so I think she went pretty well again. But we'll keep talking to you guys more about our challenges, what we go through, and we're going to give you tips and tools of things that help us overcome obstacles and challenges that we have in our life that can possibly help you. So until next time, guys, and if you aren't subscribing to the podcast or commenting, please comment, please subscribe, because every comment and subscription helps us. It gets us out there more. And if episodes like this help you, please share it with your friends, because it's vital, not just for our growth to help more people, but it's vital for you to help people as well. So thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time.